You're now listening to Chaos Culture Radio. I'll be your host, Hakeem Bello. You can catch us on themediabums.com. For you fools who don't listen, THEMEDIABUMS.com. I came to give you life, culture, and tell you how to grow your money tree. And everything else. Holla at me. Welcome to Chaos Culture Radio. Don't stop right getting it. Right getting it. I got my main man here with me.
Yes, sir.
Ron. He's back again for another series.
Yeah.
We got another series for y'all brothers. You know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of niggas in the house too, and females. My bad, let me excuse myself. Queens.
Yes.
Because she's a queen. That's my cousin. And I'm not going to disrespect her like that. All you tings out there. If I was in the studio, y'all be tings. But, Mustang wrong. What they do, fool?
What's going on,
How you
man?
been, man? You
I've
looking
been good,
man.
I've been good.
What, you been working out, nigga?
Yeah, I've been working out ever since our last broadcast.
I don't never see you take me to the gym, fool.
You don't want to go to the gym.
I do want to go to the gym. I got to try to be the best version of myself soon, man. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to cherry pick my women now.
Too many women out here to cherry
I know
pick.
it is. It's time to cherry pick. But let's get to the statement at hand.
You know this is dangerous, right?
I know. What we about to talk is dangerous. Get close to the mic. Man, forget. I'm just gonna say it, man.
Don't do it, man.
I'm just gonna say it. Are women emotionally expensive in 2019? I know financially they are expensive because there's this whole theory and ideology that been passed down for generations that we have to be. You know they say the 3 Ps.
Yes.
The provider, the protector, and the procreator.
Correct.
But usually, women practice hypergamy.
Yes.
Or hypergamy, or what they might call it. Some women date across and up. So, with that being said, I know women are expensive in general. Are they emotionally expensive for men?
Yes.
And I want to ask you that, and I don't even want you to be scared to even put out a maybe a scenario of maybe what might have happened to you or anything like that.
I ain't gonna do that. I can't do
I'm asking, you could probably cloak it.
Yeah,
you could probably cloak, because I'm gonna say what happened to me.
Okay.
Because I don't care what these tings might think of me. Tings. But what's your opinion about that? Do you feel in 2019 women are emotionally expensive?
Yes, women are emotionally expensive, and this is why. Because I feel like music plays a big part, music and entertainment. Because now women are nowadays being raised without a father, so therefore they go on the other aspect of looking for things, so they can find out who they truly are. You know what I mean? So that's one of the problems that we are having in this society today when it comes to women. It's hard nowadays to be a man because now the women won't let the man take his role.
Okay.
And that's very deep. Like a lot of men could kind of relate to that women won't let the man be the king of the household.
I can agree with you 100% on that. And furthermore on that, but what you know me, and let me tell you something. That part what you say makes a lot of sense. But I want to just get this deep and dive in it. I want to come to the point that there's a lot of things women require of us from an emotional standpoint, and I think that due to the fact that the nature of what society has us going through,
right.
I think there's a lot that we go through that I think that there's certain areas we cannot even provide, even from an emotional standpoint. She might want something that you can't particularly give at that time. If you having a hard day at work,
mm-hmm.
and you're trying to move up, you're being oppressed in different areas, how are you going to be able to come and be so lovey-dovey and happy for that person?
No, but at the same time, some men do try to convey that energy towards her, but she's just not receptive of it. You see what I'm saying? Like she don't want to receive it from him because she feel like, you know, I was taught a certain way. Like for example, some women like to date bad boys, so some bad boys get aggressive with women. So women sometimes look for that aggressiveness.
Oh yeah, an alpha male.
Yeah, alpha male.
An alpha male. They want somebody to tell them to shut up and go cook me something.
Yeah, and they get turned on. They get wet on the inside.
But I'm asking, does that mean that could we consider that emotionally expensive?
Yes, because some men don't know how to be an alpha male.
No. Woo.
Oh, I know I'm hearing subjects right here, but yeah, that's the truth. Some men don't know how to be alpha male.
Let me sip on this energy drink, because you just said something that I think that we can relate to.
Right.
We can relate to. What you think is the definition of an alpha male?
An alpha man is a leader, someone that takes charge, someone that have his mind made up, and that lay down the laws and the rules that has to be followed.
Okay, most definitely, but why do women... Don't get me wrong, that's a good example. I think that's an example that somewhat mirrors out the Bible. Now, the type of alpha males I see women date are women who tell them to shut up, cook a steak. I'm gonna take your car around this block.
Yep.
No, I'm not gonna pay your rent. And sometimes, and I'm only speaking for black culture, because I've had an opportunity to date Hispanics or date Russians, whites. So people. I don't want y'all to get offended when I'm only speaking about black people. Not saying I don't mind dating, but I'm going to talk what I know best. So the type of alpha males I've seen certain black women date are dudes who came out of jail.
Why?
Because usually they give an impression of alpha maleness. That toughness, that roughness that comes out there. But usually they do not set a good example of what an alpha male is. Now, here's the issue where we come into part. Most women consider nice guys beta males.
Of course, because beta male is submissive to her.
But isn't that what you're supposed to be?
No.
You're not supposed to be submissive to him?
No, she's supposed to be submissive to you.
She is supposed to be submissive to you, and there's a point where you're going to have to be submissive to your woman.
And what aspect?
I'm going to give an example. You have certain white guys or certain Hispanic men who are very, very submissive to their woman.
Yeah, but she smashed it with Pookie and Ray Ray at the end, on the back end.
Okay, but this is why I think there is a hypocrisy when it comes to that. Like I'm only saying what I know, like, because I have theories about certain things, and a lot of women don't like to hear when I say, like, my theory here in 2019, most women want to date losers. They can't deal with men who are nice, because if a lot of women know nice and good men, they would have had a baby by them already.
But what's your definition of nice? Because remember...
Let me tell you something. Definition of nice is you meet a dude see you going through something, and he be like, hey, check this out. I see you talking about you don't got no food. Let me come bring you a bag of groceries over there. I done did that before.
But is that you being nice, or that's you being a man?
That's me being an alpha male. According to the Bible.
Okay. Break down. Because some people like, what are you talking about?
I'm about to break them in. That's me being an alpha male according to the Bible. When you see a woman and you talking to a woman, or you feel like you're in a situation you're about to die, invest in her, you're going to go bring food over there. You're a hunter-gatherer. But you have a lot of women that look as that, oh, I'm going to get this F-boy. He's already breaking bread. He's already breaking bread on top. I didn't even let him smell it.
True that.
He doesn't even know the inches of the hair on this sack.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So they think you're an F-boy. They think you giving a girl rides home, making sure her baby eat, paying for the summer camp. You just met her. You ain't even touch it. You ain't even...
But those women that's emotionally scarred.
That is true, but this the thing. So she wants to go date a loser. Somebody who might be a rough type of alpha male. You know what I mean?
But one time I heard something from a woman. A woman actually told me this. I keep my name on the low. I won't tell her her name is, but she actually told me that. She was like, the reason why women goes for the loser, because the loser sometimes listens to her.
But it listens to her. The man who's investing in her listens. That ear of reasoning. I had a girl tell me that one time. You're such an ear of reasoning. Then I told her I didn't want to be her gay homeboy. I say, when you get that point, I don't want to be your gay homeboy.
See, the thing is, women don't know what they need. They know what they want. Mm-hmm. So we got to find a definition of what women need, not focus on her wants. See, the nice guy focus on her wants, not her needs.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm just saying, I just only think most nice guys, and a lot of these nice guys sometimes come from good homes.
True.
Has a mother and father in the house who might have a good relationship with his mom, might have a good basis of what a relationship's supposed to be. Some of these guys even come from a church background.
True.
You know what I mean? And they're trying to pick up broken pieces. Catch what I said? Broken pieces, and try to put them together. Mm-hmm. So it's because, you know, I have a mother and father in the house. Me and my mom have a good relationship. She'd call me right now. I'll start this podcast and go pick her up. That's now, right. I would expect a woman would want a man who values and respects his mother. But a lot of women who come from broken homes, to the perspective, and mind you, we're just speaking from a certain group of people. We're not talking about all women.
Right.
I don't want y'all to come here and bash us out. I don't want y'all to slick rap and all this. We're not talking about all women. We're just talking about people from a certain cloth of women who we think, from an emotional standpoint, you are too expensive for us to invest in.
Wow. Now you hear the key word, invest. That's a powerful word.
Yeah. Because let me tell you something. Every relationship is an investment.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And honestly, most women do not date men for love. That's a fact.
So what are they dating men for?
For stability. And for stability and to fit a certain society standard. I learned a new word today. Hypergamy. Go look it up. Women only date across and up as far as status concerned. They look for men who are physically fit. They look for men who financially are on their goal. Sometimes this can be an older man.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean? They look for men with good genes. If you appear a person and all this thing, they would invest in you. Most women go after these men. They will break into your window to give you that sack.
Wow.
So this is why, in this series we're doing, this is why we're just giving you a hint. This is why we're telling men, stop chasing women. It's not working for you.
The only thing they're supposed to be chasing is God and God alone. I'm telling you, man.
No. Be the best version of yourself. Work on your body. Work on your health. Work on your dough. Get you a nice car. Keep yourself clean. Then you can cherry pick your women after that. Because they'll be coming flocks. You know what I'm trying to say? Then women will get mad at you when you want to cherry pick them.
You hear a lot of keynotes, man. That's like King's mentality. Now, I know it's alpha male mentality, but it's actually a King's mentality.
I like that. It is a king mentality, but you want to know something? It's men like us who come from a certain position dealing with women, who's catered to women so much that good women don't appreciate that so much, so we have to shift and adjust with the times.
Yeah. It's a bad time we living in. I know they say we living in the last days. We living in the last days. Because
let me tell you something. If we go to a very religious sect area in the States, I'm talking about places like past the Mason-Dixon line. I'm talking about Mississippi, Alabama, Kentucky. I'm talking about places where religion have a big focus on. Most of these guys already done got them a woman and locked it in.
True. They married.
And the type of women that they get, if they follow a certain religion, but you see, we didn't even get into that.
Yeah.
If they follow a certain religion, they understand the importance of devoting, respecting, and being submissive to their man.
Preach. You preaching right now.
I'm only saying what I've seen. You know what I mean? And I've always said this thing, and we talk about this, and this is why I say I talk about this a lot. We said this the other day at my... Well, first, let's give a shout-out to Jeffrey and Cynthia.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Let's give a shout-out to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A good, strong black woman. Good, strong black woman. He married a good, strong... They had 2 kids. But when we was talking there, and I said that the only way in 2019 your relationship will ever survive is community and religion. If you do not have faith in God, and God is not invested in your relationship, and your family and friends are not invested in your relationship, you have no relationship. You're just smashing. You're just exchanging fluids.
Facts. Some men don't understand the power of a woman that prays. When a woman that prays, your relationship lasts longer. A praying woman is a powerful woman.
You know, they say the family that stay together, the family that pray together, stay together. But I'm just saying that, but there's even a bit of hypocrisy in that too. Because you have a lot of women who goes to these churches, these embassies of faith, what you might call
that embassy of faith.
Yeah, the embassy of faith. Because let me tell you something. People got to understand something. They be talking about borders and laws. These churches are embassies. Doesn't matter where you go, they're going to allow you in.
True.
You feel what I'm trying to say? Doesn't matter if you dirty, what? I can go to a church in France. They're going to let me in if I'm dusty. And it's like, we'll let you clean yourself downstairs. So a lot of these women go to these embassies of faith. Mm-hmm. Preach the word. But next Sunday they come back pregnant, and the man is nowhere to be found.
You hit a lot of good points there, man.
I'm just asking, and they wonder why men don't come to church no more. But that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic you hearing on.
You feel what I'm trying to say? So it's just, I'm not trying to pick on nobody. I'm just trying to say, from a standpoint, we need to get down to a certain perspective on why you're emotionally expensive, and can you bring the price down? And bringing that price down, I'm just using an analogy.
They can't. That's the problem. They can't.
They could if they are willing to invest into going to their faith of worship or getting some type of counseling. Because let me tell you something. You could not feel bad to go see a counselor for whatever you're dealing with.
I agree.
Now, I'm about to mention a man's name, which he's very controversial. A lot of people don't like, but he said something that I thought was very pivotal. He's a reverend. He's very controversial. He's a Trump supporter. Oh. But he said something that I've heard him tell people that I thought was very pivotal. And I want to express this to women and men who I know who's going through these things. Uh-huh. I say this. If you're looking for a good relationship, before you get that, first you got to forgive your mama for whatever she did.
Which is true.
You got to forgive your dad.
Yes.
For whatever he did. Take all that hate out your heart.
Facts.
Pray to God.
Facts.
And don't let anything bother you after that.
Facts.
And then from there, his will guide you to wherever you're trying to go. This is what Reverend Jesse Lee Peterson says.
Wow. That's deep.
Now, this the only thing, because you can take good things from bad people.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And he's a reverend. He's telling everybody this. He said, hey, if you want this and that, first you got to forgive your mom, forgive your dad.
I wanted to chime in real quick. Yo, this Kareem Stevie here.
Yes, sir.
With the good people.
Yes, sir.
What he's speaking to is a cycle. Like, people follow cycles. They don't realize that basically, you learn, as a kid, you learn by observing your parents. So whatever love pattern or relationship pattern your parents had, chances are you're going to repeat it. Even if you don't want to, you're just going to repeat it because you grew up seeing your parents love a certain way. So if your parents wasn't loved right, then how are you going to love right? So then it kind of continues and continues. So I like what you're saying, because it's like, if you find out what the issue is, like, oh, I act out like this because I saw my mom getting treated a certain way, or I act out like this because my dad wasn't here, or I act out like this because my so-and-so beat me, or whatever the case may be. Once you find out what the issue is, now you can try and fix it. But a lot of times people just, walk around broken, and they don't even know they're broken. You know what I mean?
Preach.
Until after 10 relationship later, they keep repeating the same cycle. They say, damn, I keep attracting the same kind of person.
Wow.
Whatever it may be, but it's the same person in different forms. So now we got to find out why you keep attracting the same person.
Yeah, that's the thing. People don't understand the power of letting go. The power of letting go. Because soon you let it go, you feel so good inside. Even me, I had to forgive my dad and my mom for what they done to me in the past.
100%.
Because that's the hardest thing to do in life.
It is. And let me tell you something. And to piggyback on what she said and what you said, first and foremost, there's no manuals to parenting. Mm-hmm. It's just something that's ingrained in you, and do it, and you go along the way about it. So you're going to make mistakes.
Yes.
A cat who have a baby tomorrow, she was once a baby. How would she have known to raise the cat baby? Is this something genetic in your genes? So there's certain mistakes you're going to make along the way. So there's certain things we can't even blame our parents for doing. Mm-hmm. We just need to forgive them, honor them. And once you take that out your mind,
but they're human.
Yeah, 100%.
So them on a pedestal. We can't have them on a pedestal.
No, that is. But you want to know something? There's certain things happen. People are so traumatized by it but but that's why I say, like, if you don't have no certain faith based, or you don't believe in anything, is what I'm telling you won't mean anything. You know what I mean? Telling you to leave it alone, let God, and all that. If you don't have none of that, you just might as well just turn this episode off and just go about your business.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if you truly want to achieve certain desires in your life, as far as finding a woman, or if you at a point in your life where you're emotionally expensive and you want to bring it down to a point where an average guy could afford you emotionally, you have to forgive whoever hurt you, love God, and let him guide you to that point.
So the thing is with women nowadays, women are built to hold grudges. I don't know if you ever experienced that before. Like women hold
100%.
a lot of grudges. So they'll date the guy with the same energy they had in their previous relationship. You can't do that because I'm not your last guy that made a mistake on you. I'm a whole brand new guy, but they carry that same energy, which messed the whole thing up.
Baggage.
No, definitely. So you know, ladies and gentlemen, we about to run out of time. But just the whole point about this, when you meet people who are emotionally expensive, and this is a metaphor, is either you talk to them and try to understand what's going on and just tell them, hey, you need to let whatever you got going on go, or you won't be able to afford her. You know what I mean? Any last words, Ron?
Nah, I always thank you guys for the opportunity to be on the radio show.
Don't say thank you, God, man. You've been a part of the team, fool. What you mean?
I always gotta get praise to people that need to get praise for.
Nah, man, this ain't no praise. This is something we was gonna do this regardless. It's just finding the time. You know, people work. This man right here busting checks down.
Yeah, you feel me? You got to. But it's good to. I love feeding into people. That's what we're about. We're about influence other people. That's what it's all about.
100%, man. And that's what it is. Hey, we'll be back. Chaos Culture Radio out. Platt.
Yo.
Let him get his.
Yo, go ahead. Hit the quan on him. You you want to tell anybody any?
You ain't gonna give him your socials?
Oh, I don't even know my socials.
Yeah, we don't know your socials. Just hit us at Chaos Culture Radio, the Media Bums Network, and we'll get at you. Man, I just appreciate y'all just listening. Stay tuned for the next episode.